You were going to say something.
No, I think I was just making noise. But then ask the question about, was it about the spiritual world in general?
Yes.
I can tell you my observation. I don't know if it's just because so every time I go to Norway, I have very strong experiences spiritually. Everything happens much stronger and everything is more clear in a way, and I experience so many more astral connections. Like the border between the reality and the other side is much thinner there. And I'm trying to figure out if it's because I'm relaxed there and I'm on holidays and I don't work and I take time out in a way, and I have time to focus on it. Or is it the nature? Because the nature there is, I'm telling you, it's so special. The whole West Norway is just, it's just something as electric. Or is it because Norway is a good place for me spiritually? I can't really figure out which of those three is the most potent.
Well, I can tell you the feeling whenever I go to Norway is I feel it both in the plane. Can you imagine? When I am in the surface, I feel like the frequency is completely different from any country I have been.
Mm.
Mm, and there are the Scandinavian um countries that are designed for that. Um, and yes, it's holding a lot of higher frequency comparing to different countries. And also, I have the same experience, like I feel the same that I connected to my uh, origins more than more than this more than any other country, to be honest. Yeah, I feel the same.
It's
Not
very
sure.
strange. And how about you? But you also, you of course, Yasmin, you moved there.
Yeah.
But
But when I moved here because I got married, and I was not in the spiritual thingy, and um, and I think that after a while I understood that that's the reason I moved to Norway, to get in connection with the spiritual part. And the experiences I have here, I have had in areas in Norway that are amazing, strong. Among them, the west of the country, like in the mountains of Rumsdal. That's where I send my ritual to ask for my new husband. And you guys know my new husband. And it's so powerful. Norway is so powerful in many areas. In the area we go, I would love to have once a session there, or a retreat there in the area where I go with my teachers and my colleagues. It's in Rondane. It's just amazing. It's just you feel the vibration. It's amazing. I've been in areas like in Venezuela. There are a lot of really strong, powerful areas. But in Norway, you have so many. To be such a small country physically, that you have so many power spots. They are amazing.
yeah, and it's not only the power spots, it's like it's everywhere. Like
Yeah,
I'm
but
telling you, I'm just going outside of the house and just sitting there and meditating. And I mean, a similar thing happens to me in Poland when I'm in my forest, the cabin in the forest. So I just sit down and I reach out, and then, well, but in Norway, it's so real. The line, the border is just so thin. So I spent there now over a week for Christmas, and I was sick, so I had some time to think, and I didn't think of it later on, but on the 24th, around 24th, I got into this deep meditation. And then I think it must have been that day. I just went in. So I started doing this thing that I go alone into the forest or nature, and I walk slowly. Well, Yasmin, but I discovered it's a thing. And then I walk slowly, and then I feel around me like the line between the worlds is like disappearing, and then I can see everything, but with my eyes open. Because when I do astral travel or projection, I close my eyes, but there I keep my eyes open, and everything around happens. Yeah, so on Christmas I went to a forest, and then I was just walking slowly, and there were creatures running around with that world, and the trees were alive, and everything was connected and like booming with life. I don't know why. Why don't I feel like this in Denmark?
I believe that Norway is a special. Norway is the first, not the first, but the fifth chakra of the world. So it's not a coincidence that they're all the time talking to other countries to make amends and things like that. It's part of who they are. And you have to remember that Norway is also built, most of Norway is rock. It's really stone. It's here is not like many other countries. So you just use take the soil out and then just build. Now here you have to use dynamite and much of it is crystals. It's quartz. It's so I think that's the power of the nation. And on the other hand, the Vikings, the runes, the everything of that is part of. You can breathe that in the air of Norway.
It's so strange. I've always been feeling very much connected to it, and since I was a child, I was having these notebooks when I was writing down like Norwegian words, no reason for it at all, and and my parents were like laughing at me, but they thought, oh, that's good. She's into Norway. That's economically solid country. We will allow that obsession. But like, it's so strange. And I was drawing the map and then pointing at different places. For some reason, I didn't go study there. I went to Denmark because it was Denmark that actually called me. But
Because there you will find your Norwegian.
yeah, who thought? Yeah, no, that was my observation that the spirituality for me is really, really boost in Norway.
And it's
Yeah,
still
I think
alive,
my
very much
experience is,
alive.
yeah, I think my experience is in the first retreat with Jasmine. Um, really, it was so easy for me to really meditate and connect to my past lives and gave me a lot of answers, but only with a blink of an eye. It's not, I didn't need to connect to channel or whatever. Just with a blink of an eye, I can see the images of what I am and who are the people around me, next to me. And it's good, it's good. It's possible because first of all, we were with brothers and sisters, a safe place, very high vibrational place is the way you can connect. And also, whenever the Norwegian people they get stressed, and I'm like, why you stressed? You are in the country. Of course they can get stressed, but like you are in the best country that you can disconnect and like just observe your nature. It's like, why you stressed? I don't understand why you stressed. Like, but yeah, of course they have all the right to get stressed and get angry, whatever. But I'm like, whenever I'm there, I'm like, I wouldn't get stressed in this country. It's so nice and so calm and easy. I don't know. That's how I feel.
But I think in areas, and I also is depending on us as people, because if you look, I think is in astrology, you can see where in the world you could live regarding
Yeah.
to where you were born and who you are. And Norway is one of the countries where I can live and heal.
Mm.
So I'm not here. It's so funny to look back and I say, okay, I'm not here of a coincidence because anything is a coincidence. I'm here because of synchronicity. I'm here to heal myself, to express myself, to be who I am. And that's very interesting.